Well, hi everyone. Welcome to the Buffett and Beyond Research Stock Analysis, and we're going over Coca Cola this week. And my title is "Drink It, but Don't Buy the Company." It's just an average stock, folks. And I just want to mention one thing before we get into Coca Cola. Most important question in stock analysis. And a lot of you email me and you say this about a stock and that about a stock. And folks, it's not how much you know or what you know about a company that's important. It's all about how all that good sounding stuff affects the bottom line. So the clean surplus return on equity is a bottom line number, and that's what we use to compare to other companies. So let's get into it. Coca-Cola, well, we know it's the world's largest non-alcoholic beverage company. It marks over 500 beverage brands. Can't believe that, right? A network of company-owned independent bottlers, distributors, wholesalers, retailers, leading company licensed brands, including Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Sprite, Fanta, Fresca, Dasani, Glausu Water, or Vitamin Water, Powerade, and Minute Maid, and the international markets accounted for 64% of 2022 sales, has about 82,500 employees, and folks, this is about 25% more than when we went over this stock almost 2 years ago. So it's expanding, but not as much as we think. Now let's go over the numbers. The blue lines represent the average stock in our database, where the green lines represent Coca-Cola. And when we look at the clean surplus return on equity, we see that Coca-Cola has a return on equity a little bit higher than the average stock. However, when we get into net income, which is the clean surplus earnings, we see it's about half that of the average company out there. That means to us that this stock is not going to perform as well as the average stock out there. When we get to revenue, it has about 40% lower revenue than the average stock out there. Average stock about 7.1% increase per year, where Coke has a 5.2% increase per year in revenue. So the revenues have slowed down, the profits have slowed down. So I want to show you some of the numbers here. Here's the clean surplus return on equity. Okay, very nice. We went over that. Now I want to go over the retention rate. The retention rate is how much of the money, or what percentage of the money the company is making, that it puts back into itself in order to grow. We like to see in our growth portfolio, we like to see stocks with retention rates of 100% if we can find them. Yeah, there's Amazon, there's Netflix, there's Meta out there. But Coca-Cola has seen its growth days pass by, because now the retention rate in order to grow is only less than 1/3, closer to 1/4 of the average stock out there. Now, net income and revenue growth, well, we'll look at that on the chart once again. Net income, which are the clean surplus earnings, half that of the average stock, and revenue growth about 40% less than the average stock. So let's see how this stock has done over the past 1 year. So we're looking at 12 months here. Black line is the S&P 500, which is doing very well right now. And this yellow line, or mustard colored line, is Coke. So with the market up over the past 1 year, past 12 months, we're looking at about 14%. Coke is up 0%. Now this doesn't show the 2.9% dividend on this chart, but still, that would not bring us up very far. Well, it would bring us right about to here. So it's not keeping pace with the market. When we look at 5 years, again, black line, S&P 500, we could see Coke used to keep up with it and just has not done it for the past couple of years. So with the market up about 62% over the past 5 years, Coke is up about 35%. So about half that of the average stock. And when you think about the revenues, when you think about the net income growth, the revenue growth, it's less than the average stock out there. So we would expect this stock to underperform the S&P 500 or the average stock out there. So we know that Warren Buffett drinks Coke. He drinks a couple of Cokes a day, as a matter of fact, because number one, he owns part of the company, and he's about 150 years old. So it's working for him. But folks, As I said, you can drink it, but don't buy the stock. It's a less than average stock.